sann. Yay. Tror jeg. Er det ikke det? Jeg håper det. For oss uføre så går disse dagene litt i sør, men jeg er ganske sikker på at det er fredag i dag. Og altså, jeg har jo ikke sminker og skit som jeg maser om, men jeg skal vise dere, og det er ikke bare kult for guttene, dette er jo kult for jentene også, hvis de liker film og foto, drømmer om å, eller går gjerne og tenker på å bli blogger, sånn som jeg har surret tult, så jeg skal vise dere noen kult filmer på dette.
I've got the DJI Spark here, and after my review I've had some questions about the gesture mode and just how gimmicky versus useful it is. So I thought I'd take a few moments and run through the different gestures available to you with the DJI Spark. First thing you got to do is turn it on. Power button's on the back. You wait for it to make its happy little noise and for the lights to come on. And once you've done that, a double tap on that back power button will launch it from your palm. I don't have the prop guards on. You should do it. You should have the prop guards on. I've practiced enough to know that it gives me a stable base and where exactly to hold it to launch. And honestly, it doesn't feel scary anymore. But the first couple of times, you're going to be a little bit nervous, and it might tip in one direction or another, and I'd call these blades whirling blades of doom, and you don't want them too close to your wrists, so use the prop guards that it comes with. All right, so it's on and happy. I can double tap that power button and wait for it to give me another happy sound and to take off. So it just kind of hangs out waiting for you to tell it what to do. Sometimes it'll drift a little bit left or right, so make sure you've got space to work. So the easiest gesture, and the one I've had the most luck with, is holding my hand up in front of it, which allows me to do that force control that I showed in my video review. It's important to do that slow and steady, and if it loses it, just kind of step around in front of it again and put your hand up in that motion. Now to send it off to get a quick selfie, you wave. Now, once it's away, those front LED lights will turn green again once it's tracked you. Sometimes that takes a little bit longer. Once it does that, you can move around a little bit. It'll rotate to follow you. It'll also move to follow you if you move from your spot. First thing I want to do in this spot though is take a selfie. So you just do that selfie command. LEDs flash. They flash faster, 3-second countdown, and then it takes a selfie. I found this gesture to work really well. It almost consistently sees and is ready to follow and shoot me in those modes. Now it's up far away, you got no controller, that's a little scary, but the other gesture that seems to work very well is the beckon or bring back. You just do the Y. Hands up, palms up, in a Y motion, and it comes right back to a safe distance to you. At this point you could have it land on your palm, but I want to show you one more gesture that's now available to you. It was released in midsummer, and that is a video start and stop record. Now I've had a lot less luck getting this to work, honestly. I've only successfully had it a couple of times out of many tries. But this is a 45-degree angle up to the right. Well, it worked. So again, bringing it in close seems to be important. In fact, the directions state that it needs to be about 2 meters, about 6 feet away for you from this to work. So it is recording me right now. All I did was that gesture of my hand up 45 degrees angle on my whole arm, like so. And those front LEDs flash and then turn off. And when they're off, it's recording you. It's not so intuitive. And there's really no more feedback. Is it recording me? Well, they're off, so I have to assume it is. But you can, of course, put your hand up to get it to track as it's still recording. And you can do the fly away command again. So it's flown away. It's searching for me, and it should still be recording. So at this point, I can move around. I can start to walk, and it will follow me. I can start to jog, and it will follow me. And again, it'll move backwards, but you need to make sure that you've set backwards flying during the tractive track mode in the app. There are no rear crash sensors, so I could back it right up into a tree or a fence or a building at this point. So you do need to be careful. When it's tracking you in the forward direction, it does use obstacle avoidance, and although obstacle avoidance isn't foolproof, it will try to avoid crashing into objects it sees. I'm gonna bring it back down to me. And if I wanted to stop recording, I could do just the one hand, but it'll also stop when you land. And the land is the very simple hand directly underneath, and it comes in. And again, I think you should have those propeller guards on the first couple of times you do this so you're not so nervous, but it has landed solidly and comfortably in my hand every single time. So that was a quick look at the gestures available to you with the DJI Spark. And as I said at the beginning of this video, I think if you're serious about creating content with this drone, you're going to want to use the controller and the phone so you know what you're getting. But for quick, fun selfies and quick tracking video, it can be useful. And of course, those tracking hand motions are really fun to impress your friends with. One last thing that I want to talk about that isn't related to the gestures, but it's this Rosmo 10,000 milliamp USB battery. This is actually the first USB battery I've found out of all of the ones that I've owned that charge the DJI on the go. And one of the really nice things about this is that you can charge it over USB. And I love the fact that you can charge it in your backpack with this Rosmo. It's got a little flip out plug, so you can charge it while it's plugged into the wall, and then you need to go. You can flip that in and just continue to charge it in your bag on the go. If you've got any questions about the DJI or the Rosmo, of course, links to buy those are right down below, and your use of those helps support what we do here at PhotoRec.tv. But you can leave questions in the chat comments down below, and if you have any other suggestions, you can leave those down there as well. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.